Hello there, just wanted to let you know about some extraordinary evidence that I forgot to mention earlier. This is, of course, relating to Frankenstein, no less, our local culture, our local literature. And it was in 2018 that I read this on its 200th anniversary, only to discover that the story inside the pages depicted the situation between myself and my father exactly, so accurately, I was stunned. And quite literally, from beginning to end, it was so consistent, so accurate, that I had to give it a further look, or look a bit closer. And lo and behold, what I found, of course, was this extraordinary discovery, what very clearly appears to look like an indication that my date of birth is encrypted in the text, or there appears to be some effort to reflect my date of birth in these first three words of the chapter. Chapter 8, page 138. I don't know if you can see there. Cursed, cursed creator there that I've squared in the red box. The three C's matching with the three sixes in my date of birth. All very suspicious. And in many ways, I was actually not surprised to find that after discovering how accurate it was. That this was just confirmation, really, that there's something more to this than I perhaps first assumed. Now, I therefore went and did some more investigations, like you do in these sort of situations, and lo and behold, chapter 13, this is Book of Revelation, sorry, in the Bible. I went out and bought a copy of the Bible like you do. And lo and behold, right at the end here, chapter 13, the Book of Revelation very clearly says here, here is the wisdom. Let him that hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, don't know if you can see there. I'm going to put my finger underneath it, and you should be able to see that the numbers are written in letters. 366. Now, there is a reason why they have written that number in letter form, and the reason being, of course, that this is copied from the original Greek Bible. The original Bible was written in Greek, of which this was translated at some later date into English. So the interesting part is here that if you have a look at the Greek Bible, lo and behold, it's written in letters, because the Greek alphabet at the time of writing the Bible, the first copy of the Bible, was doing the job of letters and numbers. It performed two tasks, just like Roman numerals did at the time. Roman numerals were letters and also performed the job of numbers. You could just use them to make numbers. And that's how people started making, doing new numerology. Now, I checked that page. If you find a copy of the Greek Bible, have a look. What you'll find is, very interestingly, the letter for a 6 looks like a C. In English, we call it a stigma. But check anywhere you like, and you can see very clearly that the number 6 in the original alphabet, Greek alphabet, looks like a C. I believe the 600 is an X, but the actual number 6 is a C. So at that point, I realized that, you can put this together, I mean, quite literally, for a court case, for a judge and jury, because I can assure you that I have a ton more evidence, lots more foolproof evidence to show that this is genuine, this is not made up, this is the real deal. And the scary thing about it is, of course, that we should be using, I say it's not scary, so that's the wrong word. The good thing about this, actually, start with the good news, is that this should be used as a defence, I believe, in a courtroom to help us with this awful problem we have at the moment of scientists and doctors experimenting on us. And I personally, of course, you know, should be using this to defend myself with my cancer issue and being experimented on by doctors, being treated like them, honestly like dirt, you know, as all explained in Frankenstein. All a judge and jury have to do is read the book to find out my story. And the other aspect, or the other side of the coin, is that we could use this to get some justice for these this COVID-19 problem and these scientists experimenting on the entire human race. And I can tell you quite frankly that I don't think there is anybody else better qualified than myself to walk into a courtroom and literally just terminate this madness, just stop this horrible exploitation of the human race, which very clearly could end up with our extinction at the moment. I mean, in other words, to suggest if we don't use this, we could go extinct. It's as simple as that. You know, if we don't have the courage to stand up and use this, we could pay the ultimate price. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if I'm right. Now, the problem there is that obviously the scary part is that if this went public and all of a sudden this was published and went viral, tabloid newspapers, etc., I could get assassinated in an instant. You know, the people running this cancer scam, the people, you know, running this virus scam, they're not billionaires, they're trillionaires. You know, and obviously somebody, some little small fried freak like me is just going to get popped off like that, you know, if they found out what what I could possibly do to them in terms of, you know, turning over their corruption. So yes, I would like to stay anonymous if that's possible. I mean, obviously, if this is going to be, and I think it should be, then I would prefer to stay anonymous. I don't want to be just projected into the media limelight, have my privacy and my life just, you know, literally taken away. I've been through 25 years of some quite serious misery as it is, and I don't really, you know, need too much more stress. But I also, therefore, you know, I think you should know about this, and I think you should seriously consider the possibility of using it at some point in time in the future, even if it's after I'm dead. You know, somebody's going to have to use this to save the human race, I think. You know, if they don't have the courage to do it now, then maybe at some later date, maybe if we'd, you know, literally got a few people left, you know, in the human race, if there's only, you know, a few hundred of us left, then maybe, you know, that might be the, you know, a last resort. But hopefully we won't leave it till then. And all I can do is say, please be careful, you know, please don't rush around, you know, just calling newspapers about this straight away. I mean, I have let one or two newspapers know. That's before I realised, you know, how provocative it actually is and how contentious it really is. But still, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you appreciate the important message inside this video. Thank you for watching.